Hey everybody, Chris here. Dogecoin looks to continue its New Year's breakout. We're going to talk about that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my videos come out as well as when I do live streams. My next live stream will be Sunday night. That's right, it's going to be a Sunday night video a little later than normal. So please be sure you're subscribed and you have your notifications on so you know when the live will begin. For now, though, we do have Bitcoin celebrating its birthday. We have XRP flipping BNB and Dogecoin leading the top 30 cryptos in 24-hour and 7-day performance. So let's get into it. Let me show you the charts in the news. I'll show you what I'm looking at. And we start here with the Dogecoin chart on the daily. We are on our third day, January 3rd, third green day of the year. This blue line was the beginning of 2026. And as we look back on the daily, back to about mid-October after the October 10th flash crash, Dogecoin was up around 20 cents. And we began this slide down with the negativity, the fear, and the sentiment was just so down across all of crypto, not just Dogecoin, but this is the Dogecoin view of it as we saw lower highs. The lower lows, though, as we got into December, were starting to slow down, and we saw not just a straight line, but we saw actually a curve, I think, coming down with the lower lows, which was pointing to an inflection point that we were eventually going to have here in 2026. But the New Year's Day was the one that actually, pushed the button. I think a lot of it was the tax loss harvesting that we had here at the end of 2025. And then in the new year, people just started buying back. And so this was the breakout. We'll take another look at these charts in a little bit. Let's go ahead and let's zoom in, though, and let's see the current action of Doge on my chart of where I show the boxes. We did climb out of, actually through the brown box that I've been tracking these boxes since October, came back and retested overnight 14 cents and now moving back up to 14.3. So it looks like we are trying to establish a new support level right at 14 cents. And so this is good. This is good action here. From the new year where we crossed over and began this uptrend that we have here. So that's good for Dogecoin. Bitcoin trying to reclaim $90,000. I thought 90K was going to be a new support level, and now we're at 89.9. So maybe that's becoming a bit of resistance. Again, this is my overall view, though, where I believe we are starting a relief rally here in 2026, and we'll see how that goes going forward. We also have to look at Bitcoin dominance and how it had been dropping actually down to the bottom of its purple box at 59%, up now about 59.18. But again, that sort of downtrend of Bitcoin dominance that we had yesterday was more alt buying. A lot of alt buying, particularly Pepe. We see the Pepe chart going on a big run, supported by James Wynn and a lot of his followers all piling into Pepe. So it was Pepe that was the meme coin that actually had the best run on the 1st and 2nd of January. But then a lot of other altcoins followed as well. So in the memes especially. So we'll be talking about all of that. Again, Bitcoin, though, it marks its 17 years since Satoshi mined the Genesis block. That's right, it's happy Genesis block anniversary. But as I pointed out here on X, again, follow me at ChrisPax here on X, where I spend a lot of my time when I'm not here doing YouTube. This morning I did call out the chart that I was looking at here. We have XRP flipping BNB. We'll take a look at that, but here is the Bitcoin Genesis block, and I did call that out. No big fanfare, no family and friends, no corporate announcement. Bitcoin just continues to produce blocks like it did back in 2009. We have technology changing. We have AI, the new narrative. but sometimes reliability and consistency, right, like Bitcoin is, people look for that. Bitcoin continues to show us how money can be seen as a trusted enterprise in a modern form 17 years after the trust in our monetary system broke. That's right. And as we're reminded, right, why Bitcoin was launched and what was embedded in that block was a headlines from the Times newspaper. Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. So we had that happening, 2008, the big financial crisis. I mean, that's why Satoshi and that whole team of people that were all kind of figuring out what to do, how can we change the money, led to Bitcoin. So that headline is in the Genesis block. Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. So that points to particularly why, what was important to Satoshi and why he had that embedded into that first block of what Bitcoin was about. So very interesting, all of that. 17 years ago. So happy birthday, Bitcoin Genesis block. XRP enters 2026 in beast mode, knocking BNB out of the top 4. Yes, I called that out here, where XRP flipped BNB. So congratulations, XRP at $2, BNB kind of lagging on this return, but XRP up 5% in 24 hours, up 8.5% in 7 days. But look at Doge. Doge down here, up 7.38% in 24 hours and 16.5% in 7 days. And we can get the most recent right here. Here's Dogecoin again, now up 8% in 24 hours, 16.47 days, more than the top 10, more than the top 20, more than the top 30. It's like, let's go, Dogecoin. I know Dogecoin got beaten down pretty hard there that last week of December, but this is recovery mode here. And so the Dogecoin 7-day chart is showing that big move more than anything else in the top 30 crypto. So great for Dogecoin. We're moving up and our volume is up as well. I mean, look at the volume of trading that Dogecoin has over the past 24 hours. It's over $3 billion of trading. That is big for Doge. That is really big for Doge. So, I mean, much more than Tron, double Cardano or triple Cardano. It's Dogecoin, a lot of buying activity. So that's good for Doge to get started. Doge enters massive breakout mode. Is it really massive? I mean, it's a good start, I'd say. There's still things to look for because we've got, 2026 crypto rally. This is the beginning of a relief rally in January that I had predicted. And despite Bitcoin struggling to regain momentum the first days of 2026, meme coins seeing the massive spike. Crypto fear and greed index remains in fear zone, but not extreme fear anymore. So can we move to the neutral and let things stabilize here? We're going to look for that. Momentum is spread across other memes as well, with Sheeb, Bonk, and Floki all advancing. So what this means for an overall bullish crypto market, we shall see going forward. There's geopolitical tensions with Venezuela and what's happening there. A lot of people this morning calling, war is breaking out. It was really just the leader that the United States was interested in. But we'll see how that affects crypto going forward. Trader Allen is like, look, we had the first 2 big green candles of 2026 breaking out from a downward, what he was looking at this downward wedge. Mine was more a bigger sweep, a bigger thing going back to October, which is a good start, as well as looking at the 3rd candle now coming up. Trader Allen's looking at the MACD with an uptick in momentum here, an increasing momentum as well. So the MACD, after a bunch of crossovers that we had since October. We see red, green, red, green, red, green. But it was slowly building up to now a bit of a breakout. So all of that is looking positive as we go forward. We'll see what the geopolitical tensions mean, particularly as we get to the end of the weekend. We will look at Sunday night. We'll be live, and we'll be looking at the futures trading. We'll be looking at how the stock market looks in futures on Sunday night as well, as we flip to Monday, really the beginning of the work week in the United States. Everybody coming back to work from the holidays. Many had extended holidays. So January 5th is going to be a big day to see how the markets look. We'll see how gold and silver responds as well. So come join the live Sunday night. It's going to be a big one as we sort of reset on how things look for the coming week, and can we continue this crypto breakout? So let me know in the comments below. What do you feel right now in the weekend for trading of Dogecoin and crypto? Give the video a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.